A very good afternoon to all of you. Today is a very beautiful day. It's kind of warm, it's sunny, even though it's mid-November. Last week, millions of people would have celebrated this festival of lights, Diwali. Maybe some of you probably also celebrated Diwali. Diwali, the Festival of Lights, actually is the first in a series of light events or light holidays or light festivals. Because just after Diwali will come Thanksgiving, which is not a light festival, but is also showing appreciation and gratitude, which is in a way bringing light, right, to the world, bringing light to our inner self, and then followed by Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Christmas, and so many occasions where we will be celebrating light. So I thought that today we can talk a little bit about light and the dawning of light. Usually at dawn, which is early in the morning when it's still pretty dark, as the hours go by or the minutes go by, little by little you begin to see that sun rising up and out. You know, it's almost like through the darkness, the sun comes out and the daylight begins to shine upon the world. Everything awakens, the birds begin to chirp, and life starts again. It's a new day. So I was thinking that COVID has kind of brought a blanket of darkness over the world in a way, over our minds, our emotions. And even after COVID is kind of winding down, hopefully, that blanket of darkness is not lifting as much as we would like it to. You know, there is still some uncertainty, there is still some fear, there is still some depression, some loneliness, unemployment, frustration. There is still some level of darkness. So what I would like us to do today and onwards is do a post-Diwali, pre-Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah kind of celebration, where we try to find that place within ourselves where I commit myself to looking within, finding my inner light, and consciously making that decision to hold to that light and allow that light to shine so brightly that I break through the darkness of all the negativity that COVID has brought, or anything else, whether it's loss of life, loss of a close one, loss of health, whatever form of darkness that there may be in my life. Let me hold on to my inner light in such a way that I nurture that and I make it so bright that I break through from all of that darkness and I allow my light to shine out into the world, out to all my family and friends, to Mother Nature, and to remove that blanket of darkness, bringing in that new life, that new day, the light of hope, the light of joy, the light of love. I hope you agree with me. It may not be as difficult as it sounds. Might be a little challenging, but it's not impossible. And you know, many of our leaders across the world are in Glasgow right now, talking about what needs to be done and making some commitments to make the world a better place for climate change, climate justice. So there are many things going on. And so we might not be there. We might not be at the table to make the decisions, but our positive, determined thought will send out such an energy, such a vibration, that it reaches across to where they are, touching their minds to help them to make decisions that will make a difference in our world. So let us spend these few minutes, maybe another 10 minutes, tapping into our inner light, holding ourselves there, and then allowing that light to break free from the darkness and to shine out into the world. So take a deep breath in and release. Take another deep breath in. And as you release, let your body relax. Let your breath be deep and regular. Watching your breath in and out. Keep your mind in this present moment. Now, let's turn our attention inward and gently focus on the center of the forehead, behind the eyes, onto that source of light energy that is seated behind the eyes. I visualize that tiny spark of radiant light my own inner light. I remind myself that I am light. I am light. I am a peaceful light. I am light that shines and radiates hope, joy, love. I am light that radiates and shines with hope, with joy, and with love. The more I think about this, I can feel that energy rising up within me. I can feel the strength of that light getting brighter and bigger. My inner light is awakened, is ignited. The light of hope, the light of joy, the light of love is ready to break free, set itself free from the darkness of anything that's negative. I leave that behind and allow my light to shine out into the world. Touching hearts, touching the elements of nature, the birds, my loved ones, the decision makers at the climate change conference, to those working on racial injustices, social injustices. I allow my light to touch each and every one. Embracing the world with the light of hope, of joy, of love, of peace. It feels so precious. And purposeful as I surround the world with my light. I give thanks to the Almighty One, the ultimate source, in whose company this is possible. And now I turn my attention back to myself. And I embrace my own self, appreciating my own self for who I am. And in the company of the Almighty One, I surround myself with that light. And now I prepare myself to hold myself in that space as I continue the rest of my day. Om Shanti. Thank you very much, and I wish you a truly enlightened week.